Welcome, welcome, welcome to Truth with Terrance Ruth. It's a pleasure to have you. As always, I'm always glad to be in the studio and to share this time with you. We had a lot going on. We have a lot going on. So, number one, uh, we're banning TikTok, everyone. So at least it passed. At least it passed the House. So we are banning TikTok. All right. So hopefully we'll have more to share on that. But I would like to get your thoughts on that. What do you think? Not having TikTok, the U.S. House of Representatives is asking TikTok to divulge or separate itself from the China government. And so there's so many kids who have to sign pledges that will go to their go to their representative. But I would love to get your thoughts on that. So we are now taking a stand against TikTok, everyone. Now, but my son's too little to know what TikTok is, but I have some nieces and nephews that are, and really the whole world is on TikTok. And so I'm just intrigued to see where this lands, where this goes. But I would love to get your thoughts. TikTok being banned in America. What's your thoughts on that? No, but welcome. I want to hit our top five. But before that, I love technology. I'm on either my computer, my phone. I have an electric bike. I have an EV. I have an electric car. Everything is computers, technology. I love to be able to talk to the house, and it gives me information and data. Um, what should be our view on healthy technology? I was sitting with my son, and uh, personal time with him is when we are not on an individual device that separates our eyes and our attention from each other. But personal time is when we're chatting with each other, laughing with each other, or there's a movie that we're watching with each other. But I would love to get your thoughts on what do you think, the top 10 would be for you're not top 10, but like what would be your thoughts around healthy technology? I'm gonna do some research on that. I want to make that part of our health segment one of these weeks. But I'm just listening to my son, and like a healthy technology to him is when he has my undivided attention. Um, I just I don't know. I'm intrigued by that. I would love to get your thoughts. I'd love to get your thoughts. My son is teaching me uh, about what healthy technology should be. But no, y'all take that, y'all take that in your go. AI is coming in, and so what does it mean for AI to take over, jobs, but yeah, I would just like to get your thoughts on that. With TikTok being banned, and a ban means usually there's some negative impact of this on our country or on human beings, on citizens. Um, um, so I don't know. I think it's a question to be had. And so I would love to get your thoughts on that. Um, so let's move into our top five, everyone. We're gonna move into our top five segment. And in this top five segment, I want to stay on this TikTok ban. Here are the top five impacts of a potential TikTok ban. Okay, top five. All right. Um, One is we're gonna start at number five. Number five is cultural influence and creativity. Okay, cultural influence and creativity. And believe it or not, when things go viral on TikTok, it changes the world. I mean, everybody hear about it. It becomes national attention. TikTok makes people. TikTok makes themes, makes momentum. So number five is cultural influence, which is clearly influencing our culture. Ask any teacher, public or private school, about TikTok. And creativity. These videos, these angles, the way they're doing their dances, their movements, their speeches, it's showing levels of creativity. And so TikTok has become like an integral part of, global pop culture, especially among young people. So a ban would disrupt the creative expression, the dance trends that you're seeing, viral challenges that emerge from the platform. So the loss of this, sort of cultural influence could be significant. Okay, that's number 5. Number 4, economic impact. TikTok has created just a thriving ecosystem for content creators. So people who are making content, making videos, songs, dances, what have you online, I mean, it's a thriving ecosystem. There's young kids who make it more than their parents, okay? From videos, contents that have been created online. And I'm going beyond TikTok at this point. The money that's flowing through that ecosystem is tremendous for content creators, for influencers, for businesses. A ban would affect revenue streams of these individuals and companies. So you're talking about big money, all right? TikTok is talking about big money, not just to that company, but to individuals, companies, influencers, content creators. A ban would definitely affect revenue streams for these individual companies. And brands that rely on TikTok for marketing advertisement would also face some challenges as well. But number 4 is just the economic impact. Number 1 was cultural influence and creativity. Number 2 was economic impact. Number 3, social connection. Again, I say this all the time. We have a generation of people who will consume the majority of their connection to human beings through online platforms exclusively. And to me, I just think social connection will be the biggest loss, in my opinion. Social connection, if that's the only place where you connect to people, and you don't leave your house or your job or your work, or you work remotely, or we're in this remote culture, that social connection will be intense. TikTok provides like a sense of community and connection for users worldwide, and no matter where you are in the world. So banning this app, which is now in the House and being banned, would serve would really sever these social ties. And that can impact mental well-being, emotional connections, especially during the impact when virtual interactions were like critical for us. We're seeing how important those virtual interactions are, even on TikTok. So that's our number 3. All right, now we're down to number 2. Number 2 is innovation and competition. TikTok has this sort of arrhythmic approach. There's an algorithm to content discovery, which means there's some code or there's some arithmetic or equation, we would say, that allows for people to see certain content, and it has influence over social media platforms. So a ban would stifle innovation and limit healthy competition in the tech industry. And it might also discourage other platforms from experimenting with new features, So the competition side, we would lose. Innovation and competition, we would lose. And so that's number 2. All right, number 1 for our top 5. Number 1 is the ban the global political tensions. The ban reflects really broader geopolitical tension between the U.S. and China. For those of you who don't know, for some years now, the tension between the U.S. and China has increased over the past few years, over the past 3 presidents. And so really what we're seeing with TikTok, this ban, is more of a conversation, according to many thinkers, that has to do with geopolitical tension rather than the actual users giving complaints. So this highlights concerns about sort of like data privacy, national security, and the influence of sort of foreign-owned apps. The impact extends beyond TikTok. You know, um, you witnessed a couple of elections ago, presidential elections ago, where Facebook was blamed for influencing how people vote. And so these sort of um, online platforms has influenced how people see the world and how people see other human beings. And so this geopolitical tension was brought to the forefront when Facebook had to reevaluate what ads they were allowing to be posted, what political content they were allowing to be posted, and primarily when Hillary Clinton was running for president. And so again, we're seeing this. I don't know. We're seeing this political influence on this decision as well. So we'd love to get your thoughts. Please call us. Please pop it in the chat box. Just your view on TikTok being banned. It is a big deal, and just would love to get your thoughts. See where you're at. See where your mind at. All right. So what we'll do right now, we're gonna go on a brief little break. When we get back from that break, what we'll do is we'll start with the state headline. All right. So meet us on the other side. This is Truth with Terrance Ruth. See you in a few. Welcome back to Truth with Terrance Ruth. Welcome back. Now, this one's a little fun. This is a statewide news. This is a little fun for everyone. Dreamville is back, everyone. Dreamville Festival is back and announced its 2024 lineup. You have J. Cole, you have Nicki Minaj. I believe Chris Brown is in there as well. So this is going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina, Dix Park in Raleigh, North Carolina, Dorothy Dix Park, excuse me, y'all, from April 6th and 7th. All right, so it's a 2-day event. For those of you who don't know, Dreamville has been here for the last few years, and it is an economic engine. I mean, everyone comes out to Dreamville. This is a J. Cole production. I mean, it's just his team just puts on this festival with excellence. People from all across the country, all across the world come to Raleigh, and this festival has been just an economic engine from the small businesses downtown to the small vendors that he allowed to be on at the park at that time. People are doing well at this event. So this is sad to hear that this will be the last time Dreamville Festival will be in Raleigh. I think this is the last one, period. So J. Cole has really served our state well. He is here all the time, but he has served our state well. And so day one, I believe, is Chris Brown is spearheading day one. Day two, you have Nicki Minaj, and you also have J. Cole, obviously, are coming now. So tickets are on sale right now.